As an 11th grader, you'll be taking the SAT or ACT this spring and again in the fall. Then you'll be applying to colleges. The higher your scores on these tests, the more college options you'll have. The U.S. Census Bureau has proven that those with a bachelor's degree earn $1 million or more over the course of their lifetimes than those with strictly a high school diploma. The end result is providing seminars to prepare students for these exams. We want you to get the highest possible scores so that you have more options throughout the entire country to attend the university of your choice. Join us, and I'll see you there.
The end result, it helped me achieve all my greatest goals in school, like pre-calc, and my SAT went up 480 points, and it helped me achieve to get a 30 on my ACT.
Olivia. I'm from Thousand Oaks High School. I'm a senior. I just finished applying and getting accepted into all of my schools. The one that I chose was actually the University of Utah, so I went to visit there and it was kind of interesting. They talked to me about this Business Scholars program, but the only thing they cared about, not my grades, not my extracurriculars, they just asked me about my ACT score. And what I had gotten, and I realized that, you know, the test scores that I had gotten really allowed me to kind of open new doors in different parts of the college, which was cool. I worked with Know-It-All Tutors with Scott Parker, and I was very impressed with how much he went out of the way to make sure that I was successful. I ended up increasing my test score by about 300 points for my SAT from 1570 to an 1840, and then I went from a 23 on my ACT to a 28 with a 30 super score. So it definitely allowed me to get more scholarships for my schools too, and even get into them because my grades weren't that amazing. I had a 3.9, but being so competitive to get into college now, that's kind of like, it's like good but not great. So I think my scores were what kind of put it over the edge, and Scott Parker's methods were kind of different. He basically targeted, you know, what you really needed work on, so you weren't wasting your time taking like whole tests. It was what you really needed to improve on, and that way you got your best score that you possibly could.
Hi, my name is Zach Felder, and I'm a student of Pierce College, and currently I'm in the process of transferring out to the University of Oregon or the University of Arizona. Now, I met Know-It-All Tutoring because I needed to accomplish a task for a math assessment test in a short amount of time. At the time, I put math off for a very, very long time, and it's been years since I took any algebra class. And within a month period, I've learned an immense amount of Algebra 2, and it got me placed into a test that was paramount to my success for transferring out. Now, with the help of Scott Parker, and Raphael Healy, they really helped me succeed, and I've learned a lot of things in math as well, which is a very weak subject for me. I learned that I need to be very repetitious and just stay on task and never deviate from accomplishing my goals. And hopefully that can help me with my transferring out to the University of Arizona or Oregon. I'd like to thank Raphael Healy and Scott Parker for their immense help for me in their very thoughtful and personal and professional jobs. Thank you.
My name is Jack, and I spent 30 days working with Know-It-All Tutors. They were enormously successful in helping me prepare for the GMAT business school exams. Prior to working with them, I scored in the top 40th percentile of all test takers. After working with them for just 30 days, they raised my scores to the top 10th percentile of all test takers. My experience with them was enormously successful, and I am very grateful to have worked with Know-It-All Tutors.
Would you want to go on a cruise for free with one other person? If so, donate to Educational Development Outreach Center or refer a student to Know-It-All Tutors, and you qualify to a 7-day cruise to Mexico. That's awesome.
Hi, my name is Kira Watkins, and I have my master's in social work, and I can officially say that I have my Pupil Personnel Services credential thanks to Scott Parker and the Scott Parker method. I went through the test prep program with him, which was about 20 hours, 2 months, and he helped me one-on-one individually get through the CBES, which is what allowed me to become a school social worker. I was having a lot of difficulty taking it on my own. I took it I think 2 times on my own and got a 26 out of 50. Once I met Scott and worked with him individually and gave me the tools and the skills to be able to successfully pass the CBES, with, I can happily say now, with a 49 out of 50. I'm so happy, so proud of myself, and grateful that I met Scott and worked with the Scott Pocker method and helped me so I can work towards my career of being a school social worker and help students the way that Scott was able to help me.
I'm Michael. I'm from Thousand Oaks High School, and I was having a lot of trouble with this online math class I had to take, and it was required of me to complete that to have me graduate. So, and I tried to start on my own. Time was running out. The online textbook was so confusing and so didn't make any sense. And I couldn't ask anyone because it was just a computer screen. So my parents and I went to my counselor, and they highly recommended Know It All Tutors. And we called them up, and we just got right to it. They cut to the chase, and we just did it. And I was in such a time crunch, but they made it work out. And we completed this whole thing in 20 hours, a whole semester's worth of work, and it wasn't stressful either. So I would really recommend them to use them because it really worked for me.
Welcome aboard to Know It All's Cruise a Month giveaway. If you refer someone to Know It All Tutoring, you qualify for a 7-day cruise to Mexico for 2.
Hi, my name is Heather. I just graduated from Calabasas High School, and I'm going to go to University of Colorado Boulder in the fall. Scott really helped me with both my SAT and my ACT. When I wasn't doing as well in the SAT, he helped me with the ACT, so I took both tests, and he was really flexible and was so helpful with each test. So thank you, Know It All.
Hi, my name's Chad, and I took the SAT in December. I worked with Scott Pocker with SAT prep for 3 weeks, and in that we took practice tests, addressed our weaknesses, learned effective test-taking strategies specific to the SAT. I knew that I needed help because it's been a few years since I took the SAT and been in a class that has anything to do with the material. And I always had a negative stigma attached to tutoring. I've never had tutoring before I came to Know It All. And the first day I met with Scott, I just knew this was worth it because he went over things, and I just instantly had this respect for him because he really knew what he was talking about.
My name is Marsha Watkins. I'm a retired school administrator from the Los Angeles County Office of Education. I was a principal and retired as a special assistant to the superintendent. Back when the California high school exit exam came in, we were all very frightened about how our students were going to do. Our students were on probation. They'd missed a lot of school. Their educational histories looked like a piece of Swiss cheese. They had lots of holes. I asked myself, what would I do with my own kid to get them to pass this exam? And I thought I'd bring on a tutor and do some small group instruction and some individualized, very targeted instruction. So I'd met Scott and Raphael, who had a very successful record for getting kids to pass other exams, and so I asked them to come in and develop a program specifically for our probation youth. And they came in, they did just that, and we saw great results. The passage rates of all the kids went up, and it was just a terrific experience, and I would do it all over again.
Hello, my name is Scarlett. I'm 19 years old, and I'm from Miami. I just moved out here to LA, and I wanted to go to HMI hypnotherapy school, but I didn't have my GED. So I contacted the school and asked how I could get my high school diploma, and they referred me to the Know It All Tutors. I met with them, and initially I liked them right off the bat. They're very kind, intelligent, and trustworthy, and they took me under their wing, and in 2 weeks. They bought me calculators. They bought me the high set exam book. They gave me a bunch of iced coffee, which I needed, and lots of pep talks. And I passed my first time, and now I'm a high school graduate. And now I'm going to school at HMI Hypnotherapy, which is exactly what I wanted. And I owe it all to educational development and Know It All Tutors. Thanks so much, Scott and Raphael.